Thank you very much. My name is Lucy Beattie. I'm the second officer of the West Ross branch. I'm also standing as a prospective candidate for the area of Caithness, Sutherland and Easter Ross at the next Westminster election. Conference, there is scant opportunity for young people to access housing in remote and rural areas. Scotland, the nation, our nation, is a civic society. And as mentioned yesterday, Scotland's greatest resource is the people of Scotland. Yet, in our remote and rural areas, we are witness to a population decline that has gone on for centuries. And a significant decline is still happening in modern times. We may see areas of the Northwest's population drop by 12% in 2040. So what are some of the headline figures? In the Highlands, working age population has declined by 3.2% over the last decade. Compare that to the rest of Scotland, where the working age population has grown. 45% of businesses struggle to find staff accommodation, and key workers struggle to find accommodation. Now, the Highlands has 51% of Scotland's landmass, yet these are startling figures when you look at the figures for people waiting for houses on the Highland Council waiting lists. School rolls are falling, and they're falling fast. Ullapool High School, for example, went from 250 pupils when it was opened as a new high school in 1999, which has dropped to 185. Gairloch High School is at 89 pupils, Kinlochbervie High School 33. Durness Primary School has just 2 pupils. So undoubtedly supply and demand comes into play here. For example, if you look at the average house price in Gairloch last year, this was £300,000. Stack that against a wage average in the Highlands of £28,000 a year. Stack that against problems which have been brought to us from south of the border with the crippling rise in interest rates that has come about on mortgages. So many of you will know that Professor James Hunter has written on this, and he wrote for the Scottish Land Commission in his report in 2019 that recommended routes for the repeopling of the Highlands. And the SNP is committed to promoting all Scottish interests. Therefore, I ask you to support this resolution that proposes routes that will support young people, as defined per the EU definition for agricultural areas, those aged 40 and under, to access land or housing through support to access low-cost routes to finance or buying. Now, this resolution has been supported with a lot of input with folks from the Sutherland branch, the West Ross branch, and Inverness City, and I'm grateful for everyone who gave their input today to bring this to you. So that land and housing resources are protected by a right of preemption, we would like to guarantee that these resources are protected as well for social housing in the future, where deemed necessary, and to use these measures to continue and to perpetuate the good work that could be brought about by a fund like this. So that land assets in the public sector can be identified and made available to new entrants at their current use value, we would also like you to support this resolution so that these assets can be identified and made available. Now, there are lots of positive case studies for targeted community-led housing which abound, and they have been greatly supported by a number of measures brought about by the Scottish Government. For example, in Loch Broom, a development in 2008 saw 1 GP retained in our area, 1 mountain rescue medic, 1 teacher, 1 oyster farmer, 1 marine biologist, 9 children. But we propose that this resolution and these measures will bring more vital change to rural areas. This support will give a clear message to young people looking to access housing. And so let's bring this change. Let's say, welcome, we need you, come home. So to conclude, I'll ask, how can we reach a situation where more land is realised for housing, where land is not held on hope value or on speculation by developers? Undoubtedly, this is linked to land reform, And there is a lot of good work that's being done right now through the Scottish Land Commission and the Housing Directorate. And there will be more work to do, and it should and will continue. But a rural new entrants fund will help bridge these gaps. It will help to empower our communities and to empower our young people and to keep rural Scotland thriving. I would ask you to support this motion. Thank you.